Real quick, I'm curious. Is the guy you talk to, is he a virgin?
No.
So that's interesting. Do you think he'll hold out?
I don't know, but I'd be willing to date him and see where it goes. I've definitely had guys say they were okay with it in the past. I was in a relationship for 4 years.
Is he Christian?
The one I'm currently...
The current guy, yeah.
The current guy I'm in the talking stage with, he is also, like, universally spiritual. So that's kind of how I'd put it, because it's not necessarily man-made religion, but it's definitely living by a moral principle.
What's his body count?
I didn't ask him that.
How old is he? Is it Tristan Tate? I knew it.
No. I'll just say he's in his later 30s, but not like 39. I just don't. I don't know.
You don't know his age?
I don't want my.
You don't know his age?
I know. I do know his age. I just don't want my friend group back at home picking it out right now.
Oh, they would.
They would know.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think
private, not secret.
39-year-old.
39.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Yeah.
It's not 39.
he's
Okay,
38.
30.
That's funny. Your responses.
Between.
Why are our responses funny?
No, like you both said that he wouldn't wait.
Yeah, because she just started talking to him,
like
and he said, "Oh yeah, I respect that." And it's early.
He's not a virgin.
No,
and he's old enough to have probably had like multiple sexual relationships. Once that's been your sort of expectation and experience, it's far less likely that you're going to be willing to wait when he can just go find another girl who will have sex. Not to say that.
But he is extremely traditional, which is.
He is?
Yeah.
How so?
In the sense of how he was raised and his moral beliefs and disciplines. I mean, I'm not going to ask him that right off the bat. Hey, I was
Wait,
just
you're
curious.
Christian, right?
No, my dad was very Christian. So I was raised Christian, and then my mom's side of the family is more like Roman. She's spiritual, but I was also like Roman Catholic, like grew up with the nuns and stuff.
What are you typically attracted to older men?
Yeah.
What about like a guy who's a couple years older than, I don't know, like 25 or something?
No, because I'll be honest with you. I have personally found, I know you both are men sitting right here, you could totally disagree if you'd like, but in my personal experiences, men in their early to late 20s tend to be little horn dogs.
I agree.
Kind of just trying to get it where they can all the time. And then guys in their 30s are looking to get married, settle down, have kids, so they're willing to kind of put a little bit more effort in because they're looking for their wife.
The guy you're currently seeing, does he have kids?
No, but he wants kids.
Has he ever been married?
I was about
no.
to ask that.
And he's spiritual.
I was surprisingly spiritual. I enjoyed talking to him about that. I was shocked because not many people have the same kind of spirituality that I do.
I just feel like it's going to be hard to, you could probably find this guy in the church, but like a non-religious man who wants to wait until marriage, regardless of his age, I think you would actually be more likely to find that in younger men than in older men. Like older men, they might want, they're probably more inclined to like settle down, have kids, have a family. But like when it comes to premarital sex, I don't know if there's any difference there as compared to
but
younger counterparts.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
35.
Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, I feel like we've all gotten pretty personal in some of our answers. But do you feel like you have a higher sex drive now or when you were in your 20s? Or at least like ability to, I don't know, kind of maybe hold back at least for a little bit?
Honestly, I think it's pretty much the same. I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
If I almost...
So, like, you don't feel like guys in their 20s, and again, this is me actually asking because I have two men sitting right here that are, and how old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so in their 30s. Yeah. So do you feel like you go around as much as maybe you did in your 20s to, like, look for it and seek it out and go through the action of it?
It actually,
you're like, me personally.
I mean, I didn't, it more so came to me. So.
Yeah. It came to him. Waves. I mean, I'm trying to think. Was I more trying to pursue it? I can tell you this. I've always been relationship minded. Like I've never been into sleep with a girl once, never talked to her again. I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a waste of time, and it was frankly a liability, but that's another conversation.
Do you think a high-valued man would be willing to wait if it meant that it could potentially land him with a high-value woman?
With a high-value man.
Because, I always hear that talked about, you know what I mean? And guys are always like, oh, we want a high-value woman, or we want a woman that has been with less people. So if they really want that, then gotta do the time.
She
doesn't just fall into the marriage.
That's a great point.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, is
Very, very true, actually.
the thing is I do think, absent there being some sort of structured value system like religion, I think like the majority of men who are agnostic or atheist are probably not the type to wait until marriage, especially if they're 39. Like, now I'm not just 39. To be clear, I'm not whatever. Like, I'm not saying that, hey, you know that you're not a catch, but what I'm saying is like, even a man presented with like a really fantastic woman, but she's like, I want to wait until marriage. A lot of men are so accustomed to getting sex up front or pretty early on that they're like, I can probably find a woman who's just as attractive and personality-wise probably just as good, and also have a premarital sexual relationship with her, which could lead into a marriage.
So you feel like kind of what I do is a little bit outdated and like shouldn't necessarily really need to be practiced anymore. And I don't take offense to that, because I know that I kind of...
I don't think what you're doing is wrong. I just think that I think a lot of men who are not virgins themselves,
I see what you mean.
Or who are not, maybe they've had sexual partners in the past, but now they're like Christian, and they have like a guiding moral and ethical principles, and like a religious foundation. I think most agnostic and atheist men, which I assume you're open to dating since you're not religious yourself, I think it's going to be hard to find that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think a lot of men...
Because you feel like maybe they'd use the thing of like, oh, well, she's following her religion kind of thing.
No, he's following his religion. But let me ask you this. How long have you guys been talking? A month?
Oh, no, I said...
The guy you're seeing.
The guy I'm talking to.
Have you guys been on a couple dates?
I'm not going to disclose that much information for my friends back home, but I'm going to say that we've...
Have you met in person?
Yes.
Multiple times?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been alone together?
Yes.
Has he attempted to move things forward sexually?
No, and that's why I like him.
Okay. I mean, that's a good indicator.
Because I was very upfront about that.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to talk, like, 'cause I don't want him, if he like listens in, to think I'm some weirdo. Like, yeah, we've been talking a couple weeks, and I said that because I like where things are going, and I think that he's a high value man and respectable enough for me to say, hey, I'm not single and ready to mingle to the world. So. Yeah.
Look, if you can get it, that's fine. I think it's early.
Oh, definitely early. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Some guys wait. Some guys wait.
Yeah, we were just talking about telling y'all what y'all want to hear in order
if
to...
anybody knows that, I know it. I've been with a guy for 9 months before, and then had him be like, I actually can't do this anymore.
And I will say...
that's what I'm talking about.
And you know what? I don't blame him, because I appreciate guys that are open and upfront. Like, there was this one guy that one time asked me out, and then we had the talk, because like, I'm not going to lead on a guy and like get into a relationship with him just to be like, hey, guess what I don't do. But I told him my morals, and he straight up told me, so listen, like, sex is something that I need in my life to be very healthy, and like it's something that I need. And it was really amazing, because he just came up to me and told me that, rather than leading me on for a bunch of months just to be like, actually, I don't think I can, you know. So I do have respect for people, even for being open about that, you know.
Q, did you have something? Or
I was just gonna say, in reference to the fact that you holding out till marriage, I'd say that's probably a top 2 or 3 problem in my female clientele of women that I coach, single women, the women who are religious and want to wait till marriage, but they struggle tremendously, and they're older. You talking about like 30s. Like,
and they're still single.
Yeah, some women have held out to their 30s.
No hope for me.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it is difficult, like, because you have to find a guy that you really like and who aligns with your values, and if you aren't on the same religious foundation, then that's typically going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the odds are crazy.
What if it never happens? Like, what if you're the 40-year-old virgin?
Oh, why would you say
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just curious. Are you, like, if you hit 40, are you just going to be like, all right, I guess I'll have premarital sex? Or are you just going to be like, I'm going to just die a nun? What are you going to do?
I'll just marry somebody really quickly then. I'll be like, all right, I'll marry you in a week.
Like Vegas?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't think it's going to get to that. I have faith, okay?
But I am always curious with, like, the women who are virgins. Like, what if, and who are waiting until marriage. Like, what if it doesn't happen? Are you going to, like, make some concessions? Do you die a virgin? What do you do?
I actually thought about that.
Would you be willing to die a virgin?
I kind of would. I know it sounds
okay.
stupid. Don't make fun of me, okay?
I'm not making fun.
But, like, I don't know. It really matters to me. It's like, I don't expect it of my friends.
Yeah.
I don't preach about it. I don't tell other people they should do it. But it's something that matters to me.
Sure.
And if I'm truly loyal, then I'm not going to go back on my own convictions either. And that's a promise I made to myself.
I have 3 questions for you.
Okay.
If you're still a virgin, do you want to make a pact?
Oh my God.
At 40, what do you think? Like premarital?
I'm not having sex before marriage.
Okay, hold on. 50.
No, oh my God, no. You know what? I will.
60?
No,
At 60, you gotta be
you know
like,
what I'll
okay,
do? You know what I'll
Brian.
do?
Okay,
I'll
Brian.
join the nuns. And
nuns?
Yeah, I'll go to the Vatican and go.
You'll become a nun?
Yeah.
70?
Yeah, I would be a cute nun, okay?
Wow.
Okay. All right, no pact.
At least I would
No
have
pact
something to do with
established.
it. I'd have purpose. I'd be like, oh, well, I saved it this long. I don't have anybody. Looks like I'll go be a nun. You know, like, there's
Yeah.
always that, okay?
Yeah.